Hope you're well. This is around a 30-minute practice that will really blow off the cobwebs. So if you haven't moved much, or you're going to a period where you don't think you're going to be able to move around that much and be a little bit sedentary, this is a great practice. So an all-round balanced flow and a sequence of postures to move breath, energy around the body and the physical body. So when you're ready, join me sitting. Grab any cushions, anything that's going to be useful for padding, for support, for raising the floor. And do raise the floor if you want to sit on something like a cushion, especially with hips. It can always be useful to raise hips slightly. Find a comfortable seated position. Any kind of a cross-legged shape will do, as long as we feel good there. And work your way into that first position, that first few moments where we're just settling. And they always feel a little bit awkward these first few moments, a little bit almost clumsy, like we're not quite sure where we are, the body's just understanding what we're doing, and so is the mind really, as we settle. And the settling process, it's not always that straightforward, especially if we've just come to something very busy, if we've been very busy. The settling process mentally can take some time, and hopefully this practice will help to create a feeling of settling mentally. So as you settle the physical body, maybe ease the shoulders, maybe adjust your seat again a few times. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale the breath through nose or mouth, let's begin that process, begin that settling process. Take another inhalation and an exhalation. And then the next inhale, we'll raise the arms. We'll lift to the sides, we'll lift the chest, we'll lift the back, the ribs, and on the exhale, we'll release the right hand down, and then just take another fold over, opening through the side body, the left side, as we fold to the right. Stay there, take a breath in, and breath out. And on the inhale, raise yourself back to centre, lower the left hand down, ease over to the left, and maybe firming a little bit the right hip down, either into the block or into the floor as you fold. Inhale, make your way back to centre, raise the arms again. And exhale, as you release the arms down, bring them just behind you so you can lean back and change the order of your legs. And again, take a breath in, raise the arms. And take a breath out, right hand to the floor, left arm over, second time, just moving back into the side body again, staying there as you inhale. And exhale. And even as you move in and out of these postures, think that you don't need to push or pull too hard. So as you take a breath in and draw the sides up and ease over, we haven't got to push or pull too much. And actually, body breathes quite nicely on its own. So if we hold back slightly, preserving some of that energy back, you'll feel the breath and the body can breathe quite happily on their own. Take a breath in, make your way to centre with the arms. Take a breath out, lower the hands behind you. As you inhale, lift the chest, lift the back. I'll show you this from the side, either staying on your block, on your cushion, or straight on the floor. But come into your first seated cow position. So we've moved from the pelvis up to the spine, lifted the navel, lifted the chest, and opened the chest. And this might feel quite nice. It's the first nice stretch into the upper body, into the front of the body. So you could stay here, or if you want to explore lifting the hips by firming the fingers or the fists or the hands into the mat, you can. If you're going to do that, really press the feet, use the back of the body to help lift and send the front of the body forward. So when I say use the back body, use the glutes, activate them with a little squeeze to help lift, and also press as far as feels good, the body forwards. Take a breath in, and then exhale as you lower your seat back down. I'm actually going to remove my block because it's kind of getting in the way for me, but if it isn't for you, keep your prop underneath you. Change the order, take the arms up, take a breath in. As you exhale, release the arms down, lean back slightly, change the legs. Firm the fingers, fists or palms into the floor. As you first start by lifting and opening the back and the front of the body. Remember, you can stay just here. These are all options. You haven't got to move on, you haven't got to change it. Or if you are changing it, press down through the feet through the arms, use the back body to help lift and press. And then we'll stay there for a breath in and breath out. Lovely, well done guys. And then lowering the hips down if you lifted them, and releasing, raising the arms as we take a breath in. Then releasing the arms down, lean back, swing the legs behind you this time, make your way to an all fours position. And in an all fours position, give yourself room, so maybe knees a generous hip width, hands in front of you, as we move through some cat and some cow, but moving forwards and backwards, so really utilising the whole space. And if you think about using this practice as a way of keeping the mind interested, keeping attention present, when you roll through the spine, when you articulate the spine, on the inhale, drawing up, moving the heart forwards, easing forwards, and on the exhale, trying to, I guess, line up breath and movement as you ease back. We'll do this a few more times. On the inhale, standing through the hands and feet as you round through the spine. On the exhale, easing forwards as you lift the heart. On the inhale, lifting, a little spine flexion, rounding through the spine as we ease back. And again, as we breathe in, rolling up, easing forwards, but alternating the movement through the spine. Then make your way back to centre. Curl the toes, root the palms, take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift the knees, lift the hips, and work your way back to downward facing dog. And again, take a few seconds there, maybe feel that your four corners to the position, your hands and feet, you've got space, don't shortchange yourself. And pedaling a little bit through the back of the legs. As you pedal through the legs, explore actually how you can alter this quite a few times over. And again, you're keeping yourself interested. So as you pedal, rather than keeping it very linear, it may feel good to almost swizzle the hips or send the hips up, the sitting bones up from side to side. So you could twist a foot in as you straighten the leg and come out of that as you straighten the other leg. So a little dancing those hips up from side to side. Then normalise that, take the feet back to where you started. Take a deep breath in as you lift right onto the toes, then draw the navel in a little bit as you roll forwards, and we'll lower the knees down. Lovely guys. Adjust the hands a bit further in front of you, so just be kind to wrists really, and then easing without dropping the hips down to lift the heart. So toes are really optional here, whichever feels really more comfortable in the body for you. That's just what you're going to do. You're going to listen to that. We'll take a breath in to lift the heart. Take a breath out. Take a little soft glance, tiny twist of the head, the gaze, down to the left shoulder. Feel the right lower back, right hip, stay there and take a breath in. And breathe out. And then inhale, head to centre. Exhale as you ease over to the right shoulder. No more than a little soft glance really over the right shoulder. And breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Inhale, make your way back to centre. Exhale, ease up and back to downward facing dog. And again, just pedal that out. Probably feeling a little bit more the lower back after that previous extension we just did in that up dog. So just pedaling that out a little bit. And then again with the inhale, lifting onto the toes, rolling through the spine, lowering the knees down, and back to all fours. When we get there this time, padding knees if you need to. Taking the left leg back and actually lifting the left leg as high as the back body can take it. And at the same time, drawing the heart forwards, so not kind of collapsing in the shoulders here. Firm the palms, draw the heart forwards, and the heart through to that big toe is what we can really feel here, that long line, big toe to heart. Stay there, breathe in. Exhale, knee to chest, navel to the spine, palms root. Inhale, lengthen from that big toe to the heart, all the way forwards and back. And exhale, knee to chest, maybe the navel draws into the spine, give yourself extra space and root through the palms. Lovely, one more time, deep breath in to lengthen fully, heart forwards, and exhaling, back of the heart, back body to open. Then inhale, extend the leg for the last time. Fan the palms into the mat, right toes curl. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift the right leg, take the left leg up and back, and then opening through the left side as we bend the knee, as we open the thigh and the hip, and find that twist. Head straight down, we're gazing back as if the 2 feet were on the mat, and take a breath in, and exhale to lower the left foot down. Lovely, well done. Inhale, lift to roll forwards. Exhale, lowering knees, belly and chest down. Let's reach arms straight back, interlacing fingers, press the top of the feet down. Take a breath in as you lift, feel the heart space open, and on the exhale, lowering back to the floor. Then palms to chest, inhale, let's take a little baby cobra, and then when you get yourself up, actually explore hovering the hands and just see how it alters it. You'll probably drop a little bit, then re-lift, and then just use all the strength you have in that back body, front body to hold you there. Take another inhale. Exhale, lower the palms down, curl the toes. Inhale, all fours. And exhale, up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling forwards one more time. Lowering the knees down. Neutralise, give your all fours some space. Then taking the right leg back. So it's now the same, but on the other side. Again, you can pad the knee, or cushion hands, or raise the floor, or take hands further forward or out, please do. So keep listening to things, don't just work through or suffer through anything. Not needed. On the inhale, we'll extend the right leg up and the heart forwards. And on the exhale, knee to centre, navel to the spine, palms root. Deep breath in to lengthen. Deep breath out as we draw in. Nice use of that centre point here. One more time. Inhale to extend. Exhale as we draw in. And then we can extend the right leg fully. Keep the right leg hovering. Left leg. Palms ready. Deep breath in. And exhale up and back to dog pose. Then bending the right knee as we open up through the right hip. Feeling that right side open. And we'll breathe in. And breathe out. Lowering the right foot down, lowering both knees down, and taking a moment with knees together for this variation of child's pose, or as close as they can be, maybe with something under the forehead, just to raise the floor of the head's kind of a little bit dangling to get down, and arms in front of you for this one, actually in front of you. So it's quite a compact child's pose, nice way to open up the back of the body. When you get there, take a few moments to breathe, check in that you are actually breathing. Maybe even opening the mouth as we let that go. Then staying pretty compact, but taking both arms, the chest, over to your left corner. So wherever you feel like that is for you in relation to your body, there's no right or wrong point to stop or start it. Allowing the right hip at the same time to swing a bit to the right and feel that whole right side of the body. Let the shoulders soften, the head can hover, or you can let the head rest down. Wherever you are, take a moment there to breathe in. And then on the inhale, make your way back to centre, walk everything over to your right top corner, left hip swings a bit to the left. We're kind of getting some corners here, some nooks and crannies. Probably feeling that around the hip, the lower back region. Stay there, linger in the moment of sensation and take a breath. And then inhale, make your way back to centre, root the palms into the mat. Inhale, all fours position. And exhaling up and back to downward facing dog. Lovely guys, well done. Last time, inhale, rolling forwards. And exhaling to lower the knees down. Hands up in front of you for wrists. And then easing, but then actually also lifting the feet, the shins, and drawing the toes up and pressing back as far as feels interesting for body. As far as mind stays interested. Stay there, inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, release the feet down and make your way back to downward facing dog. On the inhale, raising the right leg this time. Exhale, navel to spine, knee to chest. Send the chest forwards for your single-legged plank. Then pop the right foot down. Spin the left heel, put that down. Press to warrior one as you reach up through the arms, lifting the chest. And exhale, hands behind to interlace. Take another breath in as you open through the shoulders, open the chest, and a breath out as you fold slowly forwards over to the inside of the right leg. So as you stay here, keep the feet really rooted, legs really active, a sense of pressing the hips up as the head and the spine draws down. Stay there, take another breath in. Exhale the breath fully. Lower the hands down, so frame the right leg first, then bring the hands to the inside of the right foot. Without maybe fidgeting with it and kind of fiddling too much, yes, a block could be useful if you feel it's useful, but right hand to the inside of the right foot and then just turning to the left, turning to open through the left side as you reach up the left arm. So again, either hands to the mat, fingers to the mat, or your shin, or something else. When you get there, either staying there, you could also take the left arm over the head. So it will change the dynamic. You're going to feel it. It's going to feel like much more of a side opening stretch. Or if you're looking to take it a little bit differently, a little bit deeper perhaps, you could wrap the right arm underneath you, rotate the left palm to face backwards, and maybe the hands meet behind you to connect. So we've got a few options here. There really is no right or wrong. It just needs to feel good for you. It needs to work with where you are, your energy today, and where we're not exhausting, pushing or pulling too much. Wherever you go, firm down through the feet. Keep a sense of rooting and not exhausting. Draw the energy from the ground, that ground force up as well. Take another inhale and exhale. Lovely. And then release the hands wherever they were, release them both down to the mat. Step your right leg back to dog pose. Let's just ease that out a little bit there. A little bit of dancing the hips up, hugging them up, rolling them up. And then between the sides, we'll inhale again to the toes, navel to the spine as we roll forwards. And exhale all the way down to the mat. Arms reach back, locust pose, lifting through the arms, the chest and the legs, and breathing out as you lower the palms down. Take another breath in, firm the toes again, lift the chest, draw the heart forwards and up for cobra or your little baby cobra, and then lowering back to the mat. Beautiful. And then inhaling all fours and exhaling up and back to dog position. Take a breath in this time, raising the left leg. As you hug the left knee in, think navel to the spine, create some extra room to get that step through, to step that leg through. Then spinning the right heel in, rooting through both feet as you lift to first warrior position, arms reaching up. Take a breath in just there. Exhale, connect the hands, the fingers behind you. And another breath to open the space. And a breath out as you fold. So again, I'm kind of avoiding dumping into this or dropping into this. If that actually feels good for you, why not? Ultimately, you're the true guide here. It's your body. You know what feels good and doesn't. Or explore pressing the floor away, a sense of hugging the hips up, a sense of energetic buoyancy, rather than a kind of sluggish, perhaps, energy quality here as you fold forwards. Wherever you go, there's no wrong, no right. It is true to you. It needs to feel honest to you. And you need to be listening to yourself, even more than me, really. You are the true guide here of you. Take a breath in. Exhale the breath out. Release the hands down. Both hands to the inside of the left leg. This is why I'm going to spin myself around so you can see me from the other side. And then we're turning to the right, maybe straightening out the left leg, maybe keeping it a little bit bent, maybe reaching the arm over, maybe not really interfering with it too much. We've just possibly even landed just somewhere feels good to be. Or we can wrap the hands, the arms behind, find this little bind, and go there if that feels good. Stay there, take a breath in, and exhale the breath fully. And then gazing down, release the hands, circle the foot, stepping it back to dog pose, and breathing. On the next inhale, rolling all the way forwards, and let's lower the knees, belly and chest down for this part. Then moving into a little bit of crocodile, and for this one you're going to want to take your elbows onto the floor in front of you. Hands kind of come together to make a little chin rest, and just nudge the elbows forwards there until you feel like your chest has relaxed a little bit down. And then the interesting part here is to actually just explore taking the legs wider. And you'll feel, my bony feet on the floor, you'll feel the wider you go, probably the more interesting it's going to get in the lower back. So take it somewhere where it's interesting, we've hit a tolerable amount of maybe sensation of stretch, we're not in any pain, and we can still breathe. So we'll just stay here for a few breaths. You may want to close the eyes, perhaps soften into breathing. Try not again be pushing or pulling too much, or pressing or holding. Let the body open softly. We're allowing some of this with breath. Take another breath or two, just here, through nose, and out through nose. And then releasing the chin from the hands, keeping your legs wide, just where you have them, keep them there. Hands to the chest, curl the toes, bend the knees, take a breath in, press to all fours, and then with the feet wide, maybe even as wide as your mat, press back to dog pose. You can adjust the hands, but keep the feet nice and wide. And then really press, for one time here, really press the back of the legs back, really punctuate through the hip creases, the hips up, the sitting bones up. Draw through the palms, root through the palms into the mat, like you can almost kind of rip your mat in two parts. And breathe. Enjoy that and breathe. Then inhale, lift to the toes, wave through the spine, roll forwards, maybe adjust the legs back to where you know they need to be, and lower knees, belly and chest back down. Lovely. And then back into the forearms we go. We'll set up for a little bit of Sphinx. So forearms maybe as wide as the shoulders. Give yourself room. Root the palms, spread the fingers, and then lifting the chest. How are we lifting the chest? We're pressing through the arms to lift. So forearms to root, to lift. Then a little lift of the left leg. So nice straight left leg, pointing up and back through the toes. A little lift. Maybe you'll go about halfway up the thigh. You've got to go any, well, you can't really go any higher than that. It's pretty impossible unless you roll them to a side, which we're not going to do. Both front of the hip bones staying on the mat. Stay there, take a breath in, and exhale to lower the left leg down. Lovely. Inhale, the same on the right leg. So as we lift the right leg, we're using the back body muscles, the glutes, the hamstrings to lift it. We're keeping the chest lifted and buoyant. Where we've just been stretching the back body, we're using the back body. So it's nice balance of strength, mobility. Take another inhale. Lower slowly, exhale. Lovely. Count the toes, bend the knees. Maybe press to all fours first, and we need to get there and up and back to downward facing dog. Then inhale, raise the right leg again, stepping the right foot forwards, keeping the left knee lifted. Frame the right foot, bring the hands in, fingertips or fist, however that needs to work for your arms, but draw the heart slightly forward. So not the chin pulling, think about the heart energetically forwards. Then really punctuate this. Press the right big toe, the right inner arch down, and draw the right shin forwards. At the same time, press the left heel a little bit back, and then get pretty light on the fingers. Now, like the lower body's good to go, we could maybe take the arms out of the equation, and we will explore this as an option. So the option is to just reach the arms forwards. If you feel that's a little bit too much, keep them down. Keep listening to what works for you. If you've got the arms off the mat, keep them there. If you're halfway there, keep exploring. Take another breath in. and exhale, right down. And then inhale, we're going to press the whole way up. So really slowly, either arms reaching forwards or maybe to the hips. Inhale, root through both feet to pull the body and press up. Amazing, guys. Then spin the left heel in, turning into second warrior position, warrior two, right knee bent and left leg straight. Nice deep breath in there. Exhale as you reverse, opening up to that right side. Again, keep thinking about toes here, really useful, feet, really pivotal to this experience, these postures. Then right forearm to the right thigh, left arm reaches up and over, and we'll stay there for a breath in. And breath out. Amazing. Inhale, make your way to centre, straighten the right leg, turn the right toes in. Going to come back in the centre of my mat. And then the feet parallel for a moment, arms wide. Inhale there, again, firm the toes, firm the heels down, and breath out as you fold forwards. So when you go forward this time, something slightly different. Take both hands we'll go to the right foot first, over to your right foot. And we can probably all get to the right foot, but actually take the hands maybe just a little bit further, explore a little bit further than just the foot. Firm both feet into the mat. Maybe use the shoulders, take a breath in, and breath out. And then walking at hands, chest to the centre, over to your left foot, maybe a little bit higher than the foot, explore the space, and breathe. Stay there as you inhale, and exhale. Then inhale everything back to centre, bring the hands back in. Hands tips chin to chest, root through the feet, draw the belly into the spine, turn the right toes out and right knee bends. So coming into second warrior pose, calibrate it for a moment or move things literally if you're a bit off balance here. Breath in, breath out to reverse. Deep breath in through nose, breath out to fold, forearm to the thigh, left arm reaches. Hug through the left side body as well. This is sides of the body, more than just the shoulder and the arm pulling. Think side of the body, really from the leg, the foot gets to lengthen and open. Then spinning the gaze down, looking down, spinning the hands down, stepping back to dog pose and breathing. Just there for a few moments. I guess to kind of reset it, come back to that stage setting position, which is down dog. And the next breath in, we'll bend the knees and we'll just step from this one of the feet forwards to the top of the mat. Inhale, fingers to shins, come up halfway, really firm the feet, draw the navel a bit into the spine, feel the heart move forwards and breathe out to refold. On the inhale, come up halfway again, but this time shoot the arms back. Think a little bit like that locust you did lying on the belly. So again, navel to the spine, ribs drawing in, arms reaching back, heart forwards. Stay there as you breathe in. And exhale as you refold. Lovely, well done. Step your right foot back, step your left foot back, high plank. And a little rainbow bridge while we're here, because it just sounds nice. And you can do this either on your hands. I actually think forearms, but it's much better, so I'm going to suggest and do forearms. We're going down. So think about rainbow bridge here, like you're doing a little rainbow with your hips. So we're going to drop the left hip down to the left, back to centre, drop the right hip over to the right. Sounds so pretty, I know. Think about that nice colourful rainbow. Take a couple more of those each side. Keep pressing with the forearms. Keep a little space around your neck and shoulders. Inhale, come back to centre. And then exhale, walking the feet in. Tricked you together. So we're going into Dolphin. Keep it on the lighter side. Firm the forearms down. Head hovering. Gaze is somewhere through the feet. Stay there, take a breath in. Exhale, we're not going to stay for any longer. Walk the feet back and lower the knees, the thighs, the belly down. Amazing, guys. Well done. Palms to chest. Inhale, press to all fours. Exhale, back to dog position. Step your right foot forward and just kind of spin the body until you end up facing back to the long edge of the mat. Then hands to hips, chin to chest. We're going to lift straight up. Just another way to get in. Heels turn in, toes turn out. So as we bend knees, coming into goddess. If you've kind of gone too wide, you'll know it. So don't get stuck, don't equally make it too small, find something that is balanced for you. Okay. And then bringing the hands to the top of the thighs and breath in as you press into the thighs and lift the chest. Or feeling of lifting up through the heart space. As you breathe out, press the right hand into the thigh as you turn through the right shoulder, through the chest, in towards the centre. So there's a breath in to lift, there's a breath out to press left hand into the thigh as you, dip a little bit the left shoulder in. Inhale, come back to centre. We'll do this a few more times. Exhale, right hand presses into the thigh, right shoulder dips, and breath in. One more time, breath out, left shoulder, use the left hand, actually press it into the thigh, and then inhale, make your way back. Amazing. Straighten out the legs, take a little fold over the legs, and maybe a little pedal out from side to side. Then spin the feet again, turn to face forwards to the top of the mat, step it back to down dog, and breathe. Okay, moving down to the mat we go. So on the inhale, rolling forwards, you can lower the knees. If you do anything else to get down, please take it, and bring the legs around in front of you. And when you get there, bring the soles of the feet together. And taking a few seconds to just change the tempo, just bring ourselves back down to the ground. Then drawing the left leg up, keep your right leg just as you had it, but bring the left foot onto the floor. And actually bring the leg in a bit closer. I'm going to get a bit closer, I think, for this pace, for this movement. So interlace the fingers, draw the left foot, the leg in. Bring it in close enough that you can work the hand to underneath the foot, like you're, creating a little stirrup for your foot. In a moment, you're going to start to not just press forwards or kick forwards, but also going to press actively with the foot that's still on the floor. So simultaneously, press the bottom a little bit into the floor, press the right foot, the right leg into the floor, kick through the left leg, and breathe. And so there's no need to kind of force anything ever, really, is there? There isn't. So if you're happy just going there, stay there. If you feel like it's comfortable, easy, nothing's kind of suffering too much, extend the leg further. It really is your choice. Feel that there's space in the spine, space in the chest, space around the neck, right leg a little bit active, and take a breath in. And then as you exhale, release the leg down. Good, that was that. Feet back together. I'll turn myself to face the other way. Draw the right leg in, keeping the left leg pretty much where it was before. Getting close, sneak the hands underneath the sole of the foot, interlace the fingers, and again press through the seat down to help kick that leg forwards. And again, use that foot a little bit. This leg isn't asleep. Firm to the left foot into the mat as you kick forwards. 2 breath feels good. Ease the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in. And breath out. Lovely. And then we'll release the leg down and bring the soles back together. Take a little rock from side to side. Come into a comfortable sitting position. Take a deep breath in, raise the arms. Take a breath out as you slowly fold forwards. Either coming to hands, onto the body, or maybe onto the forearms where you've got some props nearby, and staying just still for a few moments there. Perhaps bringing the chin slightly into the throat, let the eyes close. I like to explore a little bit of movement and actually ease a little bit side to side, but we're all different, so being still is just what you need right now. Please be still. Or maybe a little bit of side to side, just easing out, swaying it out, nice and lightly. Then take a breath in, press the palms back into the floor, help to lift the chest back and come back to an upright position. And either palms down or palms up. Explore them both. The dynamics of each are different, they'll feel different. A downwards grounding energy for palms down, a little bit more of an open, receptive, maybe giving energy for palms up. So just something that feels right for you now. And maybe closing the eyes or softening the gaze. As we take a final breath in, all the way, maybe up, all the way in as far as is accessible, and a breath out to ease the weight of the hips, maybe the breath down as well. So as we remain still just for a few seconds, know that that practice is done. We've brought ourselves onto the mat mentally, physically and energetically. We've moved in every way, pretty much. And now we're finding a moment just to be still, just for ourselves, just for you. Either feel free, stay still for a little bit longer. If you have the time, take it. Even if you have an extra 2 minutes, take it for you, allow that. Or if you are done, if you're ready to complete that now and get off the mat, that's your choice as well. Either way, huge well done. Thank you for joining in with me. I hope you enjoyed that and have a lovely rest of the day. Take care.